I am with Shane Buettner of Mibs Distro, who is the North American distributor for Marc Gomez's SAT turntable and tone arms. Shane, thanks for joining me.
Very welcome. Glad to be here.
What is new in the turntable that you're debuting at Axpona?
Yeah, well, so Marc Gomez never stops working, and one of the options on the XT1 record player system is a vacuum hold down. The records themselves are just as prone to vibrations and resonances, more so in many respects than the platter. And the vacuum hold down system really couples, as everybody knows, the grooves down to the platter. And Marc has been working at that continuously, and the current system is really terrific. It actually brings in more air more quickly. The seals have been improved, so it gets a really excellent seal. There are no tools required anymore. You can simply press a button on the side to release the vacuum. And of course, Marc went to great lengths to revamp the tubing and everything else. And most importantly, the pump motor does not run while you're actually trying to run the turntable, so you don't have the the possibility of noise getting into the system.
So the pump seals the platter, and then the motor shuts off.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
And how do you hear differently from the prior vacuum hold down system? What do you hear the new system doing differently?
So, both systems perform the same function and performed it well. What's really been improved is the usability of it, because no system, no matter how good it is and how much it improves the sound, if you can't use it easily, you're less inclined to use it and less inclined to do what you're supposed to do, which is listen to records and have a lot of fun and connect emotionally to your favorite music.
Improved vacuum hold down. What else has changed on the turntable from when it was debuted at Meyer Schotti's about 3 years ago?
The turntable's 3 years old. The major parts, the bearing, the motor, and all of that are really the same. The system ships with, it is a record player system, and it ships with a -K vibration base that manages vibrations from 100 cycles down. The feet on the turntable itself are also suspended, and that is 100 cycles up. The -K platform used to be several pieces. It's been simplified so it's easier to put together and use and to get adjusted properly. In addition to that, the motor system and the speed controller now self-calibrates to each individual platter. So you go into a kind of a factory mode, and it actually sets itself up and spins for a while, but it gives you even more precise speed control, which is super essential. It is a direct drive system, so it is. It just has absolutely vanishingly low, wow and flutter and speed distortion.
Is speed maintained via some kind of servo monitoring system, or how is the speed maintained?
Yeah, well, it's a direct drive system, and what's interesting about that is what people are used to the old, the systems with lighter platters and things like that, where there's a lot of hunting and seeking going on to correct the speed at a very constant
That's
basis.
what I mean by servo control.
Yeah, but when you get the platter mass high enough, it needs very little correction and gentler correction, so you don't get so much of that electronic sound that you can get from lower mass direct drive systems.
Have
so
there
it's
been
really
any?
a beautiful system.
Have there been any updates to the tone arm?
The tone arms have been, there have been some running changes. The grounding system and the cabling has been improved, and owners of the previous pickup arms can contact us if they're looking to upgrade. Each and every arm, they are hand built by Marc and his team in Fuerteventura, Spain, which is where SAT and its parent company, Analog Solutions, are based now.
Shane, thanks very much.
Thank you so much. Have a great show.